All right, so now we actually need to have something that we can turn into an NFT. And it just so happens that I have been working through a tutorial to learn Blender, which is 3D rendering software, and I have been working hard on this donut and coffee here. So this is something I've been working hard to learn how to use this 3D software, and I've made myself a delicious chocolate donut and a coffee with a little spoon next to it on a little glass plate. So I'm going to render this using my computer. I'll render this into a PNG image file, and then I'll be able to turn that image file into an NFT. So let's do it. I should say, of course, that you don't need to know Blender or really any particular software to make an NFT. Any digital asset that you own, that you've created, can be turned into an NFT. And of course, technically, there's nothing to stop you from taking an existing image and turning it into an NFT, but please don't do that. It wouldn't be very ethical. You should really be making an NFT from something you've created. Right, so let me get my camera view set up here, and then I'll make my NFT. So I've got it set up so you can see the coffee, the donut, the spoon, the wall, and the table. Everything looks nice. There's some shadows. Now all I need to do is run a final render, which in Blender I do with F12. So let me pull that up, and now we just wait for the render to happen. Awesome, and now our render is done, so I can go ahead over to image, and we'll go ahead and save this image. So I've been keeping these in a renders folder here, so I guess I'll just keep with that convention, and we'll call it Donut Cup 05. And it's saved. So now all we need to do is go ahead and go sell it on OpenSea. And you know what? I'll create another slightly different looking scene to sell on Rarible. I want all of my NFTs to be unique. So let's go make a couple of alterations. Maybe we can change the lighting, change some colors, get some different looking stuff here for our Rarible item. So one thing that might be fun is to go ahead and make the icing glow. Let's give the subsurface coloring on the icing something a little bit more alien looking here. Maybe we'll make it like a sort of a turquoise green color. Yeah, that looks pretty spacey. And we might even be able to make it glow. Right, so what I've done here is I have boosted up the emission rate for the donut, and I've set it to this sort of bright turquoise color here. And I've set the base color for the icing also to be sort of a spooky green. And let's go ahead and adjust the lighting in the scene a little bit. We'll weaken the lights that are lighting the scene. And so we'll get sort of the impression that the scene is actually being lit by the donut itself, which is producing an eerie glow. And you know what? We'll also adjust the size of the light so we get some more intense shadows. And maybe we'll back the light off even a little bit more there. And yeah, now we get this weird glowing donut. So we get like a toxic Homer Simpson nuclear waste plant donut going on, and we'll render it. Ooh, so that was a little work from my laptop. Not sure if you can hear that, but the fan is really spinning. But now our render's done, and we have our creepy Chernobyl donut. So now I'm going to go ahead and save that. We will call it Donut Cup 06. And now we've got a second render that we can throw on Rarible. So we've got one for OpenSea and one for Rarible.